Welcome to 60 Second Civics, the daily podcast of the Center for Civic Education. I'm Mark Gage. Inauguration Day in the United States hasn't always been in January. Until the ratification of the 20th Amendment in 1933, inaugurations were normally held on March 4th or on the 5th if the 4th fell on a Sunday. Franklin D. Roosevelt was the first president to be inaugurated in January. The nation's first presidential inauguration was that of George Washington on April 30th, 1789. In those days, it took a long time to return ballots to be counted, and Washington himself needed time to travel to New York City, which was at that time the capital, from his home in Virginia. The transportation advances of the 20th century allowed the time between Election Day, the counting of the ballots, and the inauguration to be shortened, so legislators proposed the 20th Amendment. This reduced time between Election Day and Inauguration Day allowed the newly elected or re-elected president and members of Congress to begin serving their terms shortly after being elected. This shortened the amount of time a so-called lame duck president or Congress would stay in office after their successors were chosen. A lame duck is an office holder who has been replaced in an election by a successor, but whose term has not yet expired. That's all for today's podcast, 60 Second Civics, where civic education only takes a minute.